Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we got another shoe review. This time we got the KD 17s in the Slim Reaper colorway. As you can see on the back there, one of the coolest looking colorways are the KD 17s. There's definitely some other cool ones, but yeah, I'm really into these. Giving me like some Cheeto vibes or something. Yeah, I like it. So as of now, I have played a few practices and a couple games in these, so I'd say I've got a pretty good first impression feel to them. So yeah, gonna give my thoughts on them, maybe compare them to the LeBron 21s a bit for reference. So these shoes go for, I think it's 150. I think they went for 150, which is, you know, it's a little high for basketball shoes, but you know, they're KDs. You know, they look like they're pretty good quality. So yeah, not much you can do about the price there. Starting off with the traction, this is the pattern here. Got a kind of sonar map looking pattern here. So as for the grip, I'd say it's pretty good. I don't think it's amazing. I don't think it's as good as the LeBron 21s, but it's probably up there for basketball shoes. Last year I think it was probably one of the better shoes for traction. For biting through dust, it's not the best, I'd say. It does pick up a good amount of dust. You can still kind of see it a bit, but you know, a quick wipe and then it should be good for a bit. But yeah, you got to wipe throughout a game if you're playing on a dusty court. As for playing with these outdoors, I don't think these are the shoes for that. The rubber feels pretty soft just pressing into it there, so I feel like you would probably tear through these pretty quickly. So yeah, as for the traction, I will give it 7 out of 10. Not amazing, but still pretty good. Moving on to the cushion, it says Air Zoom there. I believe it has a strobel unit on the inside. So yeah, pushing down on it, when I push down hard, I can definitely feel some good compression there. And then pushing down on the outside, there's also some very nice compression. Gets a little thinner up front, but still not bad. Here's the other side. Yeah, so as for playing in them, the cushion's pretty good. I think I have to break it in a bit more just to see how it is long term after you've played in them for a while. But as for like the first week of having them, I'd say they're pretty good, especially for impact protection off of like jumping and landing. I'd say it's pretty good. The one thing I will say is that last night I was playing a basketball game, wore these for the first half, and my left foot was starting to hurt. It feels like, you know, the way it does when you're getting a foot cramp kind of. And I don't know if that was because of the shoe, but I ended up just switching into the LeBrons just to compare. And I didn't play as much in the second half of the game, but when I did play with the LeBron, I did not have that issue. So yeah, I think that might just be because of how good the LeBrons are with like just molding to the shape of your foot. It makes it really hard for you to get that cramping feeling. It could also be because of just how long the KDs run. I mean, this is in my usual size, but there's still like this much room, if not more, between my big toe and the front of the shoe. So that could also impact foot pain. Yeah, just overall, the cushion's pretty good. I will give it a 7.5 out of 10. We'll see how it works long term, but as for now, it's pretty good. Next up, we got the materials. We got a wide range of materials here. We got a plastic here at the bottom. Then we got this plastic caging here going up into the laces, and that's there for containment. So it does look very cool too. For the majority of the shoe, it's this, can't really describe it much, kind of like synthetic feeling material. I know it varies between colorways for the KD17s with what this main material is, but as for this one here, it feels pretty sturdy. I don't think that it's gonna get like many holes in them pretty easily, so that's good. And then in the back, you have this nice feeling, maybe like synthetic leather or something. Feels pretty sturdy. Doesn't feel like it's gonna rip or anything. Then you have this other leathery material here in the very back. So yeah, a good mix of like plastic and synthetic leather and this material here. The durability, obviously I haven't worn them enough to see if like they deteriorate, but so far I don't really see any problems or worries with that. I will say, just at the top here, you can see, and here too, you can see that already the black paint there is starting to come off. I don't really know how that happened, but yeah, as for looks, that might be a small concern, but definitely not a huge deal. So as for the material quality, I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. You know, if it holds up long term, it might be even higher than that, but as for now, I'm just gonna give it 7.5. As for heel to toe transition, as you can see, it has a nice curve upward in the back there. And then it has a good curve in the front too. And running up and down the court, it felt pretty smooth. Even though they run long, they still feel like they have a good transition just going up and down the court. And so yeah, that felt pretty good. Solid 8 out of 10. As for the cushion on the inside here, the tongue, it's kind of weird. I think it varies between colorways. I don't love the tongue. It's got like this, I wouldn't say cheap, but it kind of looks on the cheaper side. Yeah, nothing really special with the tongue here. You can see just like two kind of loosely glued together pieces of styrofoam. So that's what you're getting with the tongue. Definitely nothing fancy, but haven't had issues with the feel yet. And then the sides and the back have a good amount of cushion. Nothing extreme, but yeah, it gets the job done. Last but not least, we got the Containment. So as I mentioned earlier, it has these plastic parts going up the side that are supposed to help contain your foot, which is definitely useful because of how long the shoes run. You know, when a shoe runs long, it can mean heel slippage or your foot sliding back and forth, which is definitely not good for basketball shoes. But I haven't had either of those problems yet wearing these, and that could be partly because of the caging here. I think if you just tie the laces pretty tight, it should prevent heel slippage and your foot sliding. I wouldn't say it feels as secure as the LeBron 21s just because of the length, but it's still pretty good, so I'll give it a 7.7 out of 10. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If this video does well, maybe I'll do a follow-up after I've worn these for longer, but you know, so far so good. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye.